And I respect people who have strong convictions and are firm in a position that they feel is the right and best position. And for all of us, whether we're on the real council or the shadow council, and people like me who are neither. The shadow council, I guess that's the first I've heard of that tonight. I've observed it. I just never saw a name given to it until tonight. But for all of us, council, shadow council, and others, what's best for this city? Certainly it's best for the city that we resolve this here and not have to go to the courts. When we end up in the courts, whether it's in a situation like this, whether we're dealing with a situation with mediation, somebody who has been in pastoral ministry for many, many years, I've been trained in mediation counseling, serving our denomination, mediating very, very complex organizational conflict within churches and so forth. When you get to the place where we're going to the courts, it means something completely broke down. And hopefully that won't happen. And between now and Monday, there can be some reconsideration. When you get to impasse, the only way to break through is to have somebody else solve it for you, either by arbitration or legal process. Or the parties begin to concede something. And a good mediator helps people begin to give concession that is reasonable. I don't know for any of the six of you whether you can do that or not, but hopefully between now and then, if I can just so humbly urge you to really look and say, is there any way I can concede? For the three candidates, one of the options would be for one of them to say, you know, it's best for the city that I step back. I saw my father do that one time when he was sort of the heir apparent in our denominational process to an office. And our conference was quite divided. He was one of three candidates and realized that staying in was going to cause more damage than stepping back. Quite honestly, I felt he was by far the most qualified. And I have great, great respect for my father, and I don't know who, if any. Maybe none of the three should bow out. But it certainly is something to be considered. Council members and candidates all have shy of a week here to consider where some concession can be given to hopefully help us mediate this here and not go to the courts. The scriptures talk about a concept called mutual submission. When it works, man, it's beautiful. We hate the word submission because it feels like doormat. That's a wrong understanding. Submission is what I do. You don't force it upon me. I do it. And when I lay my rights down for the sake of the better of others, and the others are doing the same, something beautiful happens. And when that kicks in, problems can really get solved. So hopefully that'll happen. I look forward to see what happens Monday night. I think we'll get it solved. We can rise to our greatest moment.
Great, thank you. Anyone else like to address City Council under public comment this evening? Okay. Seeing none, this meeting is adjourned.